Ever wonder who you'd be if the Jedi hadn't taken you in?
Some days I don't feel like a Jedi at all.
Been there, still going. Every day. I should be dead or worse 1,000 times over. The first months after I escaped Korriban? Exciting. Not easy staying alive when you're a 10-year-old Sith fugitive. No friends, no food, no home.
Leaving Korriban sounds hard enough. How'd you manage that?
Helps if you're small. A head for Imperial transport schedules doesn't hurt. One day, a big freighter dropped off slaves and left with a stowaway. Jumped ship on Nar Shaddaa. Spent 8 years sleeping in alleys. Good times. Finally got caught stealing a starship hyperdrive. Should have seen Master Kawik's face.
I wondered how you two found each other. Stealing from a Jedi. That took some fortitude.
Didn't know she was a Jedi. Lots of people wear robes. Still remember when Master Kawix realized I was Force-sensitive and asked me to be her Padawan. It was... weird. Nobody ever gave me a choice before. Still getting used to that.
If the Empire conquers the galaxy, freedom will be the first casualty.
Along with Phaseball Mom and sweet flatcakes. I get it. Point is, I know what I'd be if I weren't a Jedi. And I'm never going back. You're not like most Jedi. That's a compliment. No offense to the Council, but if I stood around moralizing all day, I'd need a padded zero-G cell.
I'd rather be out in the galaxy making a difference.
All I'm saying is, using the Force can be fun. The Order needs to lighten up.
Being a Jedi is more than just rules and responsibilities.
Someday I'll put a shock buzzer in Master Satil's chair just to liven things up. You better have my back.
General, I'm on Tatooine. Has Master Kawix reported in?
Last we heard, Kawik secured our weapons research facility. She's missed every comm check since then. Enemy action is the most likely scenario, but on Tatooine, anything's possible.
If it's so dangerous, why pick it for your weapons facility?
Tatooine has millions of uninhabited kilometers. Perfect for our research. Dr. Godera will brief you on the weapons project. Doctor?
The research facility on Tatooine has created a device codenamed the Shock Drum. The weapon discharges massive ultrasonic vibrations into the ground. It damages enemy fortifications at a microscopic level, quite literally softening them up. The vibrations will cripple people if they're close enough. But that's not all. The shock drum eventually disrupts the planetary core. At critical mass, the core explodes.
A weapon so destructive has no place in the Republic arsenal.
We only recently discovered its full capabilities. I banned further testing. However, there's a fully operational shock drum prototype at our facility. If Darth Angral is captured, the results will be catastrophic. With no word from the facility or Master Kawix, we must assume the worst.
I sense Master Kawix through the Force, but it's faint. I think she's dying.
Can you feel her surroundings? Where is she?
Not sure. Somewhere dark. It's taking everything she has to stay alive.
I don't have any Republic contacts there to assist you. You're on your own. Our facility is located in a remote part of the desert. I'm transmitting the coordinates. Good luck. Varsuthra, out.
You're fine.
Hi, sorry to interrupt. My name's Fowler. I was told you might be passing through. I represent the Republic here. Since we don't get many Jedi, I thought we could meet. I think we should talk. Get my meaning?
Speak your mind. Just make it quick.
Here's the thing. I'd rather not do this by holocommunicator. I've got a little, embassy in downtown Anchorhead. Swing on by. I promise you it's worthwhile.
You're playing it awfully vague.
Look, if you're not interested, I'm not gonna force you. But this isn't some local trouble. This is bigger. Fowler out.
Morning, Master Jedi. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush. We need help, and I'm hoping you can provide it. The Twin Suns pirates think they can get away with murder, and usually do. But now, they're selling our people as slaves, and we won't stand for it.
No one deserves that fate.
That was pretty much our consensus, Master Jedi. We don't know where they're holding the slaves, but we have uncovered a different Twin Suns operation. Old Zerka droids. They're smuggling them off-planet by way of a warehouse outside Anchorhead. I figure that's the place to start looking for anything more.
Any other relevant information about this place?
They guard the warehouse pretty heavily. Some of the thugs there are sure to know what the other side of their operation is doing. Search any communications you find. See if you can follow the trail to uncover their slaving operation. The children of Anchorhead are counting on you.
Being a good pilot's only half our charm, Captain. Need advice? I'm your guy.
medical pads are currently open for business.
This is Master Satil Shan of the Jedi Order, transmitting on emergency frequency Echo Black. Rogue Mandalorians have attacked a Republic shipyard and several Outer Rim worlds. We must respond to these unprovoked assaults. If you're receiving this message, you are cleared for high-risk intervention. Volunteers should contact me at Carrick Station. Master Satil out.
Tell Master Satil help is on the way. Master Satil, come in. We have arrived at Carrick Station. Brief us on the situation.
So few have answered my call, but time is not our ally. We must act quickly. A Mandalorian clan attacked and hijacked our warship Elusis while it was undergoing refit at the Fondor shipyards. They're using the vessel to raid defenseless Outer Rim systems.
I don't recognize that starship's designation. Someone famous?
Elusis was a great Jedi who sacrificed himself at the Battle of Bothawi. The Republic honors his memory, but the Mandalorians are disgracing it. The Raiders are a group of rogue Mandalorians from an especially militant clan called Varad. They've broken away from the Empire and Mandalore's leadership. Clan Varad is also attacking Imperial planets, and the Empire wants revenge. Fortunately, its fleet has been unable to destroy the Eleusis.
If the Eleusis attacked Imperial worlds and survived, it must be quite a ship.
Our engineers had just upgraded the vessel with advanced shields and weaponry when it was stolen. Republic spies just intercepted a coded transmission sent to the Imperial Grand Moff by a Sith Lord named Darth Malgus. The news isn't good.
Mandalore scouts have tracked their rebellious brethren to the Tamarin sector. An Imperial strike team is on its way to board Clan Varad's vessel. We will terminate the traitors, capture the Republic's warship, and add it to the Empire's arsenal.
The Eleusis must not be captured by the Empire. We need its shield and weapons technology for our own defense.
If you need a team to capture that ship, you're talking to the right people.
Our only hope is to board the Eleusis, defeat Clan Varad, and fly back to Coruscant before Darth Malgus' agents beat us to it.
This is beginning to sound like a suicide mission.
The risk will be considerable, but I would never send you into certain death. I'm leading an attack fleet to your target's coordinates. Our ships will distract the Mandalorians so you can safely board the Eleusis. Your assault shuttle is waiting in the station docking bay. May the Force be with you.
Someday, let's retire from this Jedi business. Spend the rest of our lives having fun. There.
Jedi! Seabrick, I told you help would come. We'd almost given up hope. Thank you for saving our little family. You're not actually related. Not all families are bound by genetics. Ours was formed by circumstance. Have you come to protect the shock drum, like Master Kawix?
What happened to her?
She defended us against Imperial soldiers led by a Sith. She fought bravely, but the Sith was stronger. I take it the Sith killed her then. I assumed he was going to kill us all. Instead, he captured Master Kawix alive and ignored us. The Sith destroyed your droids, but he didn't harm us. He said we were no threat, and that we didn't deserve to die. I've never known a Sith to show mercy. It was almost like the idea of killing us insulted him. He wasn't kind, but I certainly wouldn't describe him as cruel. The Sith and his soldiers took Master Kawix and the shock drum prototype into the desert. Brick and I were attempting to restore power to this facility and track them down when the Sand People attacked. Why would Sand People want a research base? This facility can pick up the shock drum's locator beacon, but not until we restore power. The Sith knocked out all our generators during his attack. If you reactivate them, we can find him, Master Kawix, and the shock drum.
You're done.
Facility power's back online. I'm afraid that's the only good news I have. I just detected the shock drum's locator beacon. The weapon has been activated. If we don't shut it down, the device will soon reach critical mass. When it does, Tatooine's core will explode.
Why isn't the Sith deploying the shock drum someplace populated, like Coruscant?
Tatooine may not be a core world, but there are still many innocent lives in danger. Pinpointing the shock drum's exact location from here is impossible. The seismic vibrations disrupt our sensors. The general region is thousands of square kilometers. We have to narrow it down somehow. Brick, that's brilliant! The ultrasonic scanners, of course!
Whatever you're talking about, we need to find the shock drum, fast.
Ultrasonic scanners placed in a wide pattern will triangulate the shock drum's seismic disturbances. They'll reveal its location. Installing the scanners is extremely dangerous. The desert region is deadly. Ideally, we'd send an army. Your droids won't be ready soon enough, Brick. This Jedi is our only hope.
I feel Master Quick's reaching out to me. Something terrible is happening to her.
We'll save her. That's a promise.
Take the ultrasonic scanners. Place them at these map coordinates. We'll contact you by holo once we've triangulated the shock drum's location. Good luck.